Hello, friends. It was just me and Martin this weekend. Just our normal little podcast chat. If I'm perfectly honest, I can't remember what we talked about because it's the next day when I'm doing it, and we've already done not the director's cut, which we did with Clockwork Orange this week. So if you're not already a patron and you really like Stanley Kubrick films and you want to watch A Clockwork Orange, one of his best films, with me and Martin, then go and subscribe to Patreon, and then you can listen to that. That should be up within the next. Well, it'll be up when you listen to this, to be perfectly honest. But if you download this as soon as it comes out, then that'll probably be a couple of hours later. But it should be all in the space of the Sunday of which I'm editing these things. Next week we have Stuart McFall on. He was on a few weeks ago, if you remember, where we all got really, 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 really drunk. But he's just done a really interesting article about vaccinations and sort of vaccination. Well, I'm going to say the vaccination conspiracy because in itself, reading his article, it was a conspiracy, but probably not how you think it is. Apart from that, I haven't really got a lot to say. So if you're not listening to Start Continue and you like computer games, go and look for Start Continue. That's like the sister podcast of that I do with somebody else, not Martin. I do it with a guy called Glenn. Glenn's been on this show before. If you're a long-time listener, you know who Glenn is. So go and check Start Continue out. If you want more of our stuff, go to Patreon, look for Must See Audio. There's Patreon tiers there. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you after the show. Long since we've done a dual podcast.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to start it.
I don't know. Say hello.
Yeah, well, hello is always a good way to start a greeting, isn't it? So,
it's been a while.
Hi.
Hiya.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah.
Because we've definitely only just met up. We haven't just had pizza together and sat here for 2 hours talking, which probably would have made a podcast, to be fair.
Would have been a pretty good podcast, yeah. I'm good, yeah. Long week. Glad it's Friday.
I wish, my child's made me sick again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sick of being sick. I've had it. I'm going to fucking drive him out into a forest. I'm going to jungle book the motherfucker. I'll go back and get him when he's 18.
Yeah. Have you figured out which child it is at the playgroup that keeps giving them all these things?
I think it's all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
I think it's just a cacophony of disease.
Oh, right. That's not great, is it?
Cacophony is really the wrong word for that.
No, it's a good word for that.
It is.
A deafening embrace of disease.
Yeah, but I kind of think that should be spoken about more with sound. I should have just gone with cauldron. I regret my choice of words.
The cauldron of disease. Yeah. I like the image that cacophony of disease brings, though, because it's so much that it actually pierces into the sound
like you're
barrier.
in some sort of round amphitheatre, and there's just a million children screaming at you with germs coming out of their mouth.
Coughing, snot flying. Pricks.
Sounds like something out of fucking Doctor Who.
It does. You need to ask what do you call them? The people who work there, the adults.
Yeah.
How the fuck they get around it? Because they're either sick all the time or they're on something that makes their immune system like lead.
I'm going fucking supplements this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Give it a go.
Gonna get myself some. I've been looking to try and find the best one. I don't fucking know.
On the steroids or something? Or?
Well, I did think of steroids, but apparently they can have quite the reverse effect on your immune system.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going to go for a multivitamin. Apparently zinc. Apparently zinc's good for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Got a bit of zinc in your sounds right. If it's in what's the hell, Holland and Barrett, you'll be all right. If it's in Holland and Barrett and it comes in a fucking jar that
it'll be Tesco's, mate.
Oh, Tesco's.
Yeah.
You're getting fuck all out of Tesco's.
Yeah, I'm probably fucked.
You buy a load of bananas. Shove a banana up your ass. I'll sort you out. Have we done this before, haven't we, about getting to the bloodstream faster?
Yeah, that's what you do, though, if a monkey's diabetic.
Shove a banana up, is it nice? Yeah. Fucking brilliant. Just, like, gauge the monkey first. You don't want to be doing that to a gorilla or something. You tear your arms off.
Yeah. I mean, preferably you want him to go on, hiya.
Yeah, a little gay chimp.
Yeah. That sounds so racist.
Well, it does now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so back to your dietary supplements.
Yeah.
So you hit a bit of zinc, a bit of potassium or something. Vitamins are always good for keeping a vitamin C and D.
Yeah.
Because the sun's starting to fuck off now, isn't it?
Yeah, sun's good. Oh, fucking hell. I've been working outside as well. Like when the sun goes away, I'm going to be fucking just vulnerable, won't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, when you see submarine films and they lose all power and they're just sat at the bottom of the sea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fucked, mate.
Yeah. Get those 12s, not 12s, get those Ds on the go.
Speaking of things that are just floating around,
mm-hmm.
Did you see the hole in the ISS the other day?
No.
Apparently, word
is did they patch it up?
Yeah, but this is the best thing about it. Word is, it was a meteorite that pierced the thing. I'm confused by this.
Go on.
My little conspiratorial brain is confused by it as well. Because I was always under the impression that space is a complete vacuum. So if there was a hole in the space station, it would have just turned into a fucking sucked-in can.
Was it a hole or just knocked a bit off?
But no, it was a hole.
It was a hole? Okay.
Yeah. And it was only a little hole given, but apparently the guy plugged it with his finger before he fixed it with some duct tape.
He fixed it with duct tape, I heard that, yeah. Fucking brilliant.
It's a fucking space station. You're in space.
Yeah. Duct tape works.
Are they trying to say that space doesn't suck to be in as much as we think it does?
No. It's silver duct tape.
Oh, is it?
Because it's
Gorilla
space.
tape.
Yeah, because it's spacey. I did hear about that. Puns is a good thing, though, about should that hole not have just ripped the fucking...
Did you read what the Russians said?
No.
I read this on, because I saw it was like Psi.org.
Psi.org?
Yeah,
Psi. Cider drink.
As in Psi.
Oh, like Psytrance.
And
Jesus.
I thought, hang on, this is going to be a fucking crap, weird site. Yeah. But it was actually just a science site.
Okay.
But apparently the Russians have turned around and said they think it was...
aliens?
No, sabotage.
Amazing. Is it Russian? Oh, no, okay, yeah. Yeah, fucking hell. Who?
I don't know, but I tell you what, if you're willing to, for whatever cause you're after, sacrifice a space station that you're on, more power to you.
Yes. Yeah.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a step up. That's a step up from a normal suicide bomber, mate. You're in space.
That's big. You ain't killing anyone.
No.
That's a big firework display at best.
I wonder if it would burn up.
On the way down?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would do on the way down.
Because it's pretty big, though.
Yeah, but you're going through... Yeah, but it's going to hard you...
No, but it's in low Earth orbit anyway, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so it's not like it's got to come through...
I don't know, then. Yeah, how many layers is it through already?
I don't know.
Or how many layers didn't it go into outer?
No idea. I just know it's in low Earth orbit.
Right.
It's only because my conspiracy knowledge knows that we only went past low Earth orbit 6 times. Or 12 times, because we went to the moon 6 times.
Ah, did we?
Thinks so. Well, that's what they say.
Right.
But,
thought I had you out there.
So, yeah.
Right. Fucking hell. You might need Star Brigade or whatever the fuck that thing is that Trump's going on.
I think there's
them.
no fucking... There is absolutely... Again, because we were just talking about the, hyperbolic Trump talk.
Yeah.
And...
Bollock.
What?
Bollock
Yeah.
Trump.
Do you know what? I've used the fucking word hyperbolic 3 times today. You'd think it was on my word of the day calendar.
Including the 3 times you've... Well,
no, not including that.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, okay.
I'll rub it off the back of my hand now. But sorry, right? Fuck, what were we talking about? Where were we?
Star Patrol.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Trump.
I don't see the issue with it.
What, Star Patrol?
Yeah.
What, you patrol them?
No, but sooner or later, someone's going to want to weaponize space.
You're only going to be fighting amongst yourselves, aren't you?
I don't know. I mean, come on. China, Russia, every major country must have a secret space program.
Do you know what? Actually, I suppose if they're going to be having a bit of a fisticuff, I prefer they did it up there than did it down here.
Well, no, but I mean like space-based weapons that would affect the ground.
Oh no, okay, they can fuck off with that.
Imagine you could launch a nuke from directly above the target.
We'll just drop it.
Yeah,
like a water
Well,
bomb.
maybe not drop it. I think you'd pilot it in some way.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're not just like dropping a fucking bucket of water over a
pilot. Imagine
a balcony.
That'd have to be the same guy that sabotaged the station, wouldn't it?
It would do. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the ultimate fucking. Oh god, don't get that in the heads because that's like the ultimate ISIS thing, isn't it?
Could you imagine the like one day Dave wakes up? Has to be Dave. It's a space station.
Always. Yeah.
And so someone's like, Dave, what are you doing? It's nothing. Why you're in your full spacesuit? You're not doing a spacewalk today. Just cold, aren't I? Got a bit of a chill.
Fucking nippy up here. Yeah. They'd have to. No, because everyone would have to be involved in that.
In what?
Like some sort of big mission like that. You'd have to know what was going on. Wouldn't you be like one of them would be up there or do you mean one of them's gone mad up there and gone, I'm having the missile?
Missile? What?
Fucking the nuke or whatever the hell.
No. I mean, if there was like a secret Russian like space program to like militarize space.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like fucking. Even if Russia aren't doing it, China definitely is.
China are up to all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
They've got that Wish website now.
You ever seen the picture of that crazy fucking military base in China?
No.
It's like one of the some of the only like good satellite images we've got of China, and it's a proper military base with two massive black fucking pyramids there.
Amazing.
It's fucking weird.
That's ace.
Yeah, it is ace. Absolutely.
I want to go there.
Sorry, right? That might have pissed on your Wish chips, but what's that website?
Oh, it's just like fucking eBay, but it's just got everything. You can buy fucking fucking tweezers on there, or a car, or a nuke. There's all sorts of shit on there, but it's like because it's at Chinese warehouse prices, so it's like your nuke is
can't buy freedom,
$2,000 or something like that. It's fuck all.
Crazy. Well, is that like a dark web thing?
No. Just like it's like Very.
Yeah.
You see it advertised on telly. I guess it's just like Very, but for everything.
#very militarized.
Yeah. I think it's just like that. Someone told me to go and have a look on it to buy fucking. In this stupid way, I needed like a fucking instrument lead. Oh, go on Wish. It comes from China. I was like, I'd prefer to just go to fucking like Dawson's. It comes from Liverpool.
Well, you see, it is. Huawei. Are Huawei Chinese or are they Korean?
I don't know, because I was slightly racist and go, I can't tell the difference. I mean, obviously, if I had a Korean and a Chinese,
that is racist because I didn't say Malaysian and Korean. No, like I can't remember whether they're
Huawei, the phone make.
Yeah.
See, that's probably just racist in itself. That's not how it's pronounced.
It can't be how it's
Huawei.
pronounced. Yeah.
That's just them saying hello.
I was
Huawei.
Stole that.
Yep.
Stole it right out of my head.
Sorry.
Fucking scrambling around after it, like chasing some sort of fucking magic beans.
Yeah. Leave my jokes. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck.
But no, like the America, I don't know whether they've actually banned them or whether it's just being because they want to come into the US.
Yeah. And
someone said in the US saying like, well, we shouldn't allow these because
dirty Chinese.
Well,
Koreans.
yeah, like I'm sure it's Chinese, right? Because Samsung's Korean, and
they're not going to kick Samsung out of America.
No, that's what builds iPhones for them. But,
yeah,
but yeah, it's like
no, it's the Chinese that build iPhones for them.
Huh?
The Chinese that build.
Oh, the Chinese
iPhones.
build them, but Samsung make the bits.
Make all the bits, yeah. They do fuck all, Apple, don't they? They're just a good brand. Actually, we were talking about before about comparing people to Nazis and the propaganda stakes. Apple are probably the closest.
Probably, yeah.
They've managed to sort of evangelize so many people.
Did we talk about the? Oh, well, Apple are one decision away from being a massive cult.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I reckon. Who's your man in charge there now?
Oh, I think that's the thing. It's your man with the grey hair and the glasses.
Oh, Rich Gary Waitman.
Yeah, they seem to only
Tim Cook. Is it Tim Cook?
Tim Cook. It might be Tim Cook. They seem to only want to have people as heads that look like they're going to die imminently.
Yeah. It's that elder father kind of father figure thing.
But I find it fucking hilarious that the the amount of videos on YouTube I skipped through the other day,
Yeah.
which were like the downfall of Apple, the fall of Apple. They're just the first $1 trillion fucking tech company, aren't they?
They're not
They're
going to
not
be down
going
for them.
anywhere.
No. Not a hope in hell.
I mean,
as
when
you say,
can-
they're one step away from cool. You can have a fucking iOS update on your phone, and when it pings up, it goes, look to your left. You go, look, and then you look back, and it goes, fucking kill them. And you'll just go, okay. And you find whatever's closest to hand that could do some damage, and you'll find people killing each other.
But people think this is like don't think of the importance of this because they're just a tech company.
Yeah,
But
no,
they forget, like the likes of Google, for instance. You
Mm-hmm.
think of all the services Google have got.
Yeah.
Microsoft, you know, all the they do consumer products, they do business stuff.
Yeah, all the
Apple's done
infrastructure.
this all on consumer products.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
I
absolutely
bought
insane.
most of them.
You have bought most of them, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but even this that we're recording onto, that just looks like Logic.
Oh well, that's not Apple.
No, it's not. No, but
No, but the
program.
the program's not Apple.
No, I know, but they're making themselves look like an Apple product
Oh yeah.
to try and fit in. More.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts, and I don't think there is. So I was having a chat with a guy today about Spotify, and it was that I'd shared like a blog post that he put up about how like music in the internet age and how he's a big believer in Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And he was saying, you know, Spotify's grand, but you know, they don't. This is why Bandcamp's better for a musician. Even though it's not as accessible, obviously, as Spotify, but he was from that point of view. Then
I always think Bandcamp's on borrowed time.
yeah,
It always feels a little bit like Bebo.
it's gonna. Oh god. Oh no, they're still in with us. There we go. So there was a reply to the post that I shared from the guy who founded the Manx Music Chart.
Right.
Right.
We might have him on a guest soon.
No, not him.
Oh, not him?
No, he's the one that took over.
Oh, right, okay.
No, the guy. So, the Jules Verne theory guy, and he's a big Spotify. He loves Spotify. So he put this fucking post up, and I read through it. I'm like, I'm not even replying to that because some of it's bullshit, and I haven't got the fucking energy to think it right. Then I see the guy Steve, who fucking knows his shit. He's got like a PhD in music.
Yeah.
He put a thing on Twitter like this morning to go. I've just read the most inane fucking bullshit about trying to compare Spotify to Bandcamp, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I don't know what the fuck is going on, right? So I replied to him, oh, was that so-and-so on my thread? And he goes, was he high as fuck when he wrote that? And so but then we got into the this whole thing that like people worship brands these days. I was like, he is like a Spotify convert. And I was like, you get things like Apple and Spotify, and it's like a religion. Now, even to like a religion to the point.
Oh, sorry. So this article was saying that Spotify's as good for musicians as Bandcamp.
No. It was kind of saying the opposite, but it was. But I was saying that like so. Steve, who's the guy who wrote the article, he said there's so much stuff I could have torn that fella apart on because there was just things that were factually incorrect. And he was saying, because he said one of the things was that Spotify puts a load of money into new music, into promoting new music. But when you actually look at it, it's not that they put money into new music, it's the things that aren't their profits. Because you can't equate their losses as being like actually it's just money that they put into other things. So but I was saying, you know, that's what happens when you get a bit religious nutty, is that you will find you'll spin a thing in any way possible to plug your own
saying
need.
Faith is the enemy of knowing.
Yeah. And so it's that sort of thing, and then you think you take the religions out and you actually just replace it with a brand.
You made me sick.
It's like the fourth time that's gone off since.
Oh, it's the first time I listened.
Oh, it's you just replace it with brands, and you get people like I wouldn't say you're a complete Apple,
No, I'm not
like
Pabs.
fanatic. You're not Pabs, no. But I could, like you could probably at some point maybe get pissed off enough and change to Android.
Oh yeah, the only reason I buy Apple stuff is
Convenience.
I genuinely believe they make the best computer customer electronics.
Right, yeah.
Like everything's dead easy to use. The fucking iCloud, I think, is the easiest like
Backup
cloud
thing, yeah.
host that there is.
Yeah.
And then I mean, look, they're really good though. They're really good
Yeah.
at getting you in the garden,
And
that's the thing.
Yeah, I think that's the good transition they made, because originally they were quite specialist for like design and things, and they've managed to make it good for the everyday use. Whereas now, if you want something specialist, you're going into maybe something like Surface, but like the Razer that I've got, and like higher sort of spec stuff. So there's better spec gear out there for the money that you're paying, but they've managed to nail down this really easy user interface and made the whole the experiences thing in using fucking Heisenberg there, in that it feels like you're using Logic.
Yeah.
So they've just taken that user experience from fucking Logic,
Something else,
and GarageBand. Yeah. So that's what Apple have really nailed that, and then they've nailed the whole outer design as well.
Yeah. Well, see,
so-
I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of things looking nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you spend that much money, you at least want it to fucking look
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. But I also think because people always go, like this podcast is not sponsored by Apple, by the way.
No.
If Apple would like to sponsor us, okay, we can do this shit every week.
Yeah.
But
Granny Smiths. Shit, I've run out. Fucking hell.
Beatles, mate,
Beatles.
Apple.
Yeah. Sorry, yesterday started off by me locking myself in my house, so it's been a long fucking week.
But I think Apple stuff, as much as people moan about, say, well, you get more powerful gear for the same money. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's grand, but I would like to find another early 2015 Windows laptop
Yeah.
for £1,000, probably what that MacBook Pro would have been when it was bought, yeah?
Yeah.
Because that's the low-end MacBook Pro.
Okay, yeah.
That still works as well. Almost 4 years later.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still great. There's no reason to buy another laptop.
No.
And it's going to be 5 years old in a few months.
Yeah. When was the last time you updated the operating system?
It's bang up to date.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mate, I'm one of those dickheads that tests the beta.
Right, okay, right, fair enough. Because that's the only thing that got mine, although mine is a fair few years older than that now, is that I did that and it completely fucked it.
Yours was 09 though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think what
So I
really
got into
does
a
it
bit of a fucking
is...
strop.
Fucking hell. Well, check out the Tech Podcast.
Yeah.
What really does it is when you... Like I might be talking bullshit here,
Go on.
but the Core 2 Duo to the i series of processors was a big jump.
A big jump. Yeah,
Whereas
it was, yeah.
it's been slightly more incremental
Steadying
since
on now,
then.
Yeah. Oh, there'll be another jump. Like,
Because
as
I
you
think
say, maybe 5 years'
Intel
time.
were the first company, weren't they? I think this was it 3 years ago or something like that when they brought out like the new range of i, whatever it was, with whatever the architecture was. But it was the first time that somebody disproved Moore's law.
Right, okay.
Whereas every year everything gets twice as small and twice
Yeah,
as fast. Yeah, and it wasn't twice as fast. But that was Tech Hour. Thank you.
It was, yeah. Cheers. Thanks for coming along.
And there's somebody listening to this podcast going,
No.
that fat lad just spoke a load of bollocks.
Yeah. Listen, thinking he knows what he's doing. But we might inspire someone to start up their own podcast.
Yeah. He,
I hope that's the only thing we get out of this, is that we inspire people that are listening that go, what the fuck are they talking
somebody's raging, going, you lost me at Apple. You lost me at Apple. And then you said that.
about? Yeah. We once said Surface for a minute and then went, oh no.
Must admit, the
Scumbags.
Surface stuff's nice.
It is nice. It's fucking expensive.
Well
though.
expensive.
Isn't that big Surface Studio like $5,000 or something?
Something stupid like
Fuck that. It's nice in Minority Report. And I watched Grayson Perry's doing a show on Channel 4 at the moment, and it showed you his graphics tablet, and I thought it was the Surface Studio. It's fucking huge. But then you notice that there's a computer next to him, you're like, hold on, that's just his tablet. Fuck me.
It's just a fucking big touchscreen on your desk.
Yeah.
We've got a gig tomorrow.
There we have, yeah.
I fucking hope I feel better for it.
Oh, you'll be
I
grand.
feel fucking terrible.
Bang some Red Bull in you and a Barocca up you.
Up me.
Yeah. Up you.
He gets it in quicker.
Yeah, he does get it in.
Don't Barocca fizz?
Yeah, did you? Yeah.
Yes.
Win-win. Perk you right up.
I just took some aspirin.
Well, okay, yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. Don't take too much. You
I
can
prefer-
overdose on aspirin, can't
I
you?
think you can overdose on everything, can't you?
You can overdose on bananas.
Isn't it if you drink 7 litres of water in an hour, you can drown?
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking water.
Oh, it's
isn't
a
it?
lot
You
of
can't-
water.
Yeah, you can drown. Yeah.
I can drink 2 litres of water an hour, easy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
7.
not a cunt. I mean, fucking
Like-
no.
I think at 5, if I sat here and drank 5 litres
What's
of
that?
water, this is number 2.
No, sorry. What is that? 1 liter in that bottle?
It's 1.5.
1.5.
Oh, yeah, so when that's gone, it'll be 3 litres, so I can do 3 easy.
Yeah. In an hour.
Yeah.
Pissing like
Maybe
fuck,
not an
man.
hour. Maybe not an hour. Maybe
Yeah.
2 hours.
But that always makes me laugh because you look at something like that and you go, okay, so if we had 4 of those bottles of 6 liters.
Yeah,
And you go, oh, that's a bit much. I could do it in beer.
that's true.
You don't think anything of that.
No.
Maybe not in an hour. You'd be
No,
fucking
not in
shedded.
an hour.
Christ.
Fucking hell, could you imagine it?
What's that, like
I wonder what will kill you first. I wonder whether the alcohol will kill you or the
bladder exploding.
bladder exploding.
Let's do it. Fuck it. Manxy, line up. Oh, I don't know what that would be in pints. That's what's keep.
I don't
What's
know.
1 liter in
Fuck off.
pints?
Don't ask me numbers.
You knock the numbers round on
Numbers are just
Canada.
confusing letters. And I find letters hard enough.
in pints. Yeah, no, we're gonna have a bit of a problem there.
Well,
6 liters. We have to nail 12 pints. Oh no, hold for fuck's sakes, US liquid pint. No, UK. Fuck you, US. Imperial pint? Is that what it would be?
yeah, it would be.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's 12 pints in an hour.
Yeah, I couldn't do 12 pints in an hour.
No.
Imagine how bloated you'd be.
Oh god,
Jesus.
I think your cock would explode. You'd
I
be
still haven't
pissing
drank
bubbles.
since Steve's podcast.
I had the urge when I was driving home from work today.
Yeah.
I was like, get the bus in. And then by the time I sat down in the house, I was like, no, you're all right.
Yeah.
You're good. No, when was I last time a drink? I can't remember. I remember
Stu-
being there because...
Stuart's coming in next week. I can't do that again.
No.
Fuck.
No, I don't think it's a very good idea to do that again.
3 days. 3 days I was bad for Stuart's podcast.
Yeah.
Someone messaged me today saying they'd only just finished listening to that.
Fucking lazy bastards.
I know. We put loads of content up. He's a patron as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He must be so far behind.
Mm.
Should thank us that I fucked the director's cut.
I know, yeah. Giving them some leeway. Leeway?
Yeah.
Hey.
I like stuff that I can put my name into. Hence Formula Lee.
Formula yeah. So every, I don't know, 8th podcast we'll fucking crash it. Just to keep lazy arse up to date.
He got all upset with me today. It's Jimmy the Pill.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, he got upset with me because I offended him.
Jimmy the Pill.
I was saying, like, getting a bit fucking left there on me.
Oh, really? We left behind.
Got fucking glass skin all of a sudden.
You went a bit fucking Manx there, John.
Well, I'm Manx. That's why.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, the accent went... We should do a whole podcast with just the thick accent.
I couldn't. I really couldn't.
You couldn't be doing it there then, John.
I'm
Fucking hell,
upset
man.
it.
Oh, Christ. You know what I found out today?
I
Balaf.
could do a whole podcast with Manx Skelly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm pretty. No, see, that's just Manx.
That's just... Yeah. No, I know I'm not very good at it. The fucking class doesn't let me go down to that.
You know.
You fucking
know.
know about that then.
I can do it.
Maybe we could finally get around to doing that Scally translation book.
That would be fucking amazing. Basically, on the Isle of Man, what I just spoke like there,
You
it's
fucking
kind of
moron.
like our rednecks.
Yeah.
And
Redneck.
yeah, and they kind of use words
Mm-hmm.
where they shouldn't be used. And Martin and I were in a pub
Pub.
Years ago, and there was two of these speaking to each other. And
Two of these.
Yeah. And they were talking about a fight. One of them had a fight with somebody else. They do a lot of fighting. They love it. It's like fucking catnip for them. And I quote once said, he just fucking walked up to me, didn't he? Fucking looked at me. I was like, bang, turkey dinner.
Amazing.
I don't know what that means, Martin. I think he punched him.
Was it a Christmas themed hambaps?
It must be Christmas themed hambap. But at least for hambap, fucking rhymes with fucking slap.
Yeah, that's true. Turkey dinner don't rhyme with fucking nothing.
No.
Turkey dinner. I'm the winner.
Oh.
Is it? I don't know.
It might be. You might have cracked the fucking code.
Jesus
I
Christ.
feel stupid now.
Or is it just that,
I don't think
hambap's
that,
just a slap, so a full turkey dinner is like an absolute pasting?
Well,
Okay,
you tell me the ham part of a turkey, and I'll be interested.
Little pigs and blankets. I'm assuming they're putting it in there. They're not fucking. They are Neanderthals. But, yeah. Well, I found it today. Balaf. That's not how you say that word.
Is it not? Balaf is a place in the Alabama.
Yeah. In typical Manx fashion, the GH is silent, and you put an extra A in there that's not even fucking in there.
So what is it?
Balala.
Balala.
Yeah. That's how you pronounce it.
That sounds like an ABBA song.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. So if you need me, darling, can't you hear me? Balala. When you're gone.
But we have a tendency to call things Bala as well, like Bala Sala or
Yeah.
Bala Kebabs.
Yeah.
Is an Indian takeaway.
It's not an Indian.
Sorry,
It's fucking
Turkish
racist.
takeaway. Wow.
It's something a little bit fucking Taliban.
Hence the kebab.
Yeah.
So that means there was a potential there for a Bala Bala.
A balala. Yeah. Fucking
That
brilliant.
immediately sounds racist.
Balabala. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But against Turkey or India.
No idea, but I know it sounds like it should have been in America World Police.
It does, yeah. Balabala. Yeah. That's it, yeah. Is it a call to prayer? Or, I don't know.
Call it a kebab.
Call, yeah, I have one of them.
Yeah.
At 1:30 on a Saturday
I
morning.
fucking love America World Police.
Isn't that... Hold on, I've got the wrong fucking thing here, haven't I? The Team America thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just calling the wrong name. But it was Team America, right? America
called
World
America
Police,
Police,
wasn't it? Yeah. But
I've not seen that in years. We should watch that.
We should do, because that's fucking hilarious, that
Yeah.
film. I don't understand. In fact, with my fucking newfound love of South Park, I don't understand why that didn't kick me in gear.
That's true.
Because that's like Lee the comedy. That is absolutely aimed at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it took me so long to find that. But I talking about people spending loads of money.
Yeah.
Did you read the other day that Netflix spent 5 billion
Right.
on creating content?
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fuck.
Christ, right. I was at something last night where I found out that Netflix, their like business end or something is here.
I wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
They were saying they're talking about like the infrastructure around like the TV and the film industry and things, and the guy was going, we don't have fucking Harry Potter, but we have got, and your man was there from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So we haven't got Harry Potter, but we do have our own little like elves or something. And of
Yeah.
course he's there, and he fucking loves it.
Yeah.
Like some people get like really pissed off.
He was a dwarf.
He was, yeah. Dwarf, yeah, that's it, yeah.
So that's racist.
Yes,
Kick off.
sorry, yeah, you tiny little cunts. Yeah, he loves it. So he was just like, us dwarves don't like you humans and all this shit. It's fucking brilliant. And then the guy goes, well, we don't have like Netflix TV shows based here.
Sorry, just quickly. Is he an actual dwarf?
No.
Right.
No, he's like,
He's normal size.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a dwarf there though.
Yeah, but they fucked around with that a lot in
Oh yeah, to make
Lord of the
him,
Rings.
yeah.
It was I didn't care for it at all.
I've never seen it.
I hate Lord of the Rings
Right.
with a fucking passion.
Right.
I think they're terrible films.
Right, okay.
I always had this like people could turn around to me and say, "Yeah, well the it's got like a 25-minute battle scene in it, like coming up 25-minute battle scene." To which I replied, "Yeah, that's fucking great. The average male's attention span is 7.5 minutes."
Yeah. Are there any clear decapitations in it?
I suppose there was
What the
probably quite a lot of decapitations in it.
Was there?
Yeah, they did like a decapitation, I think. But
Right.
see, I'm not much of a dragon man.
No, you're not. No.
I like rockets and space guns.
Yeah. Yeah. But even you'd be tested at a 25-minute fucking star battle.
I would be tested. Well, I wouldn't like it. I'd fast forward it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pium, 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 pium. There we go.
Netflix-wise, what I am excited about is
Yeah.
this goes against everything I just said about not liking dragons.
Right, okay.
Because my favourite video game,
Yeah. Oh, go on.
is one called The Witcher,
Okay, yep.
or Witcher 3,
Witcher
essentially,
3.
is my favourite one. And Netflix said a few months ago that they were going to do a live-action version of it.
Oh, wow.
And they've just cast Henry Cavill. Is it Civil or Kivel or
Henry Cavill, who
Cavill?
played Superman.
Yeah, they've just cast him as Geralt, the
right.
the
Okay.
lead guy.
Oh, cool. That's a bit nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
I like him as well. He's a good actor.
Right. I only know him from the. Well, to be fair, I never watched any of the Superman stuff, and I made the mistake of only watching Batman vs Superman or Superman vs.
He's good.
fucking wank.
He's a good Superman. They're just shit films.
Yeah.
It's the same as I don't think Ben Affleck is a bad Batman, particularly.
they're just
It's
shit
just
film.
shit film.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, DC haven't really nailed that yet, have they?
No, DC have fucked it. Well, DC have. They want the cake and they want to fuck it as well.
Yeah.
So they were already 15 years probably behind Marvel
yeah.
in the superhero stuff.
Yeah.
So they've tried to do what Marvel have built
Yes.
in 2 years.
Yeah,
say.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, like they're making an Aquaman film. Fuck yourself.
I know. Yeah. Nobody liked Aquaman ever.
Do you know what Aquaman is when he's out of the water? A fucking man, Martin.
Yeah. Yeah. Any attempt they were going to have to make that sort of thing interesting, they did it in the 80s with Splash. Now, that's,
Yes.
Daryl Hannah's already fucking nailed
And
that.
I'm sure there's other films called Splash as well, and that are equally as entertaining.
Yeah. There's got to be a parody of that.
Splash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man fucks a mermaid.
I'd imagine there's got to be just a Bukkake film called Splash.
Yeah.
Like Splash 1, 2, 3, 4, 85.
Yeah. And you could easily do 85. I reckon.
I don't know how we do it. We just keep putting them out.
Do you think that's how they just go, okay, and that's a wrap, folks. Change the set over and we'll do the sequel. They don't give a fuck about budgets and things. It's
Don't wash yourself down.
Yeah.
We'll shoot the end now.
yeah.
Saves on the spunk.
Previously on Splash 12. That's not how people ejaculate. God, it's been a long time since I've had sex, isn't it? Pew 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 pew.
That's how I ejaculate.
That's how you ejaculate.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
I was going to say something.
I was just thinking about telling a rude joke.
Go on then.
Um,
I'll take it. I mean, the joke. Maybe a bit of penis. You never know.
how do you know the girl you're fucking's too young?
Don't know.
When she sucks you off, you start and going like this. Here comes the airplane. Meow.
Your man at Marvel lost his job for jokes like that.
Stan Lee.
No, your Guardians of the Galaxy director.
Oh, is that how he lost that?
Yeah, he
Yeah, but people got behind him and said, "Get him back in."
yeah, he's still not back in though.
Is he
I
not?
tell you what, fucking all power to Dave Bautista. You know, they've got the wrestler that plays
Yeah,
Drax. He's actually turned around and said, "Yeah, if you don't at least use a script, I'll go."
Nice. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And like when you think of the money, like there's been a couple of other good things actually that he's come out and seemed like a pretty decent
yeah.
bloke all round.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're willing to, I mean, you're talking millions.
Mm.
I mean, obviously he's already got a few million now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want a few more.
Well, he was a big wrestler as well. You know,
Yeah.
he's obviously made quite a lot of money from WWE.
Mm.
I'd imagine though that Guardians of the Galaxy probably fucking quadrupled his worth.
Yes. Yeah.
Than
They
fucking
did work
wrestling.
well, those films, didn't
Yeah, but no, I think like I don't understand the idea behind it of people that see something online
Yeah.
and they go, this guy's said something horrible.
Mm.
I won't say to him, I think what you said is horrible. I'm
I'll
going to
just get him
try
that
and see if I can get him fired.
Yeah.
I don't like...
Because it's an easy win.
Well, my question would be this: like you're worried about children in this situation.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's got children.
Yeah.
You know,
I wonder if he wrote that joke.
well,
I wonder if he
Possibly.
actually came up with that joke, or whether he just went, "That's fucking funny. I've heard that. I'll tell that joke."
that's the thing. I mean, I just don't get people. Like maybe it's because I'm almost impossible to offend.
Yeah.
But here's the thing:
We'll never let your little Achilles heel out.
if you, I'm fucking Teflon. Come at me. If nothing offends you, then nothing's offensive.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, that's how you win. That's how you win everything. That's how you win racism. That's how you win sexism. That's how you.
Yeah.
If everybody spoke to each other like a 1980s taxi driver spoke to a black man, then
Right. Okay.
if everyone spoke to each other, not that just that way.
Yeah.
But if everybody spoke to each other like that, then nobody would have a problem with each other because we'd all be calling each other cunts.
Yes, yeah. I like that. The way to get rid of racism and homophobia is just to
There's
fucking
more
hate
of it.
everyone.
Yeah, it's more of it.
Let's just
Oh,
hate
no,
every
to-
bastard under the sun.
To appreciate when there is humour behind something.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Context is king.
it's not more of it. It's level playing field, everything. So you're not picking people out for...
Well, I mean, look at...
I think they try and do that with that whole equality thing, but...
I don't like them. I prefer roses.
Yeah, right, okay.
But
That's very good.
but like, there's a guy over here that is referred to that if you spoke to him,
Oh, God.
a black gentleman,
Yeah.
if you spoke to him and shook his hand, he would, with one missing finger, to be fair, shake your hand back and say, "Oh, what's your name?" My name's Chocolate Tony.
Jesus, right,
And
okay, yeah.
So, but that's his name. That's what he tells people his name is.
Right.
And I think that's people miss context now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people miss. There's no nuance because everyone's just reading text. I think.
Yeah.
Because there's
You don't get any diction.
Yeah. So everything, for want of better words, triggers people.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you read it in your own voice.
I'm
don't
lucky
you?
if you want to try and get me sacked. By the way,
I know he's the boss, so it's not fucking happening.
you try and get me sacked. I'll fucking hire somebody.
Yeah. To skull fuck you.
So I can't. I won't even go to work then. I'll just sit on Twitter and post more.
Yeah. I'll copy you into everything. Prick.
Block me and I win.
Yeah. That's it, isn't it? Go on, outraged. Block me, will you? Block. I win. Lee wins. Yeah, I think that's all. Part of the problem, as you say, as people read text, they read it in their own voice.
Yeah.
So they read it in the.
Well, it says more about the reader than the author.
Yeah.
Because you're reading it, and if you're taking offence and reading it as something horrible, fucking shock horror, mate. That's your inner
It's your
demons.
interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's that?
So basically, if you're offended by by Martin's joke about that was maybe slightly paedophilic, probably means you're a nonce.
She was 17. She's just very immature 17. And for our American listeners, if you're still there, fucking look it up.
That's fine here, apparently.
Yeah. Don't be giving me a
It's all right. Vatican's 12.
It is, yeah.
That's fucking crazy. It's like they're not helping themselves.
No, they are not. No, is it 12? Is it? Or is
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Jesus Christ, that's a bit much.
It is.
Fucking hell.
And the reason it's still 12 is apparently for posterity. Because it's always been 12.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
Who's fucking at 12?
yeah. Well, probably most of the priests.
Probably most of the priests, yeah. 12 a.m. and p.m. Yeah, that's just weird.
12, 13, 14, 16. They'll take on as many children as you can give to them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that you see those things in different cultures.
Yeah, it's
what's
crazy.
acceptable
Yeah.
in different cultures. But that's even like in England, only was it a couple of 100 years ago. If you weren't already married with children by the time you were 17, that's like fucking weird. You were like a witch.
Yeah. Well, what we were saying last week, weren't we, when Dave Armstrong was here about Elvis being shacked up with a 14-year-old?
Yeah.
What I do find is it's weird that it's like racism and sexism seems to be a nice shield to pull out now.
Okay.
To where you can't criticize people. If you criticize someone, regardless of whether it's anything to do with race or not, you're in it. It's just so it's like an instant. Sorry, I've got that card, so now you've got to stop. I find that weird. Like I was reading,
that's just fucking idiots.
Well, I was reading an article about child genital mutilation.
Okay.
And like it was a fucking tough
Yeah,
read.
yeah.
Like, And I couldn't help think to myself that if we weren't in this like crazy fucking, I'm going to say it again, Martin, hyperbolic world, yeah, that people could turn around and say, well, hang on, right? I realise there's culture differences and stuff like that, but I'm sorry, on our watch, that's not on.
Yeah.
Joe, and I feel like just if I was to put something like that on Facebook,
Yeah.
I would probably be shouted at for being racist.
What, for saying that child genital mutilation is
Well, yeah,
wrong?
well, it's a Muslim thing, isn't it?
Oh, for saying it's not wrong.
No, for saying it's wrong.
For saying it's wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be called out for being racist for that.
I think there's definitely certain things because I think that's why it's not addressed properly.
Right, okay.
You know, it's sort of like, oh well, everyone's being welcoming and everyone's being inclusive. So
Yeah.
if we just don't talk about that,
Would do you think it'd be the same thing? Do you think it'd be seen as being anti-Semitic if you said circumcision with children was wrong? Because that's a very like Jewish thing, should we say, for want of a better word?
I think that
'Cause it's the same
I
sort
think
of
that
thing.
is wrong. To be fair, unless there's
We've got medical reasons.
a medical reason, Martin.
Yeah. I'm all the better for it.
The yeah,
My big bulbous head
unless
is
there's
fucking there to breathe. It's no longer
for
got
the
its
fucking world to see.
It's not got its spit hood on it anymore.
But just to do it for
For ceremonial reasons. Yeah.
I mean, but I think there's a lot of people like it's a choice in America, I think, isn't it? Regardless of religion, it's just like because
Right.
there's a lot of circumcised people in America, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, that probably not just because it's more prevalent in different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that you'd probably get away with the racism or anti-Semitic thing there.
Yeah.
Whereas certainly in the UK, genital mutilation does tend to be like a Muslim-grown issue.
Yeah.
Or thing.
Yeah. But I don't know how much there is of it.
I think it's quite like the. I think a lot of it goes on,
Right, okay.
but
And that's like one sect of Islam as well. because
Yeah,
there's a lot
yeah,
of them
yeah.
that go, that's fucking ridiculous.
yeah, of course. Well, I
Um,
think it has to be. I mean, I don't know because I don't know what the sects are, but that's pretty extreme.
Yeah,
You know, if
yeah.
you're going to use the word extremism for
Yeah.
anything, that's fucking extreme.
Cutting off your flaps is pretty...
Yeah,
well, not
yeah.
you cutting them up, but yeah.
Yeah.
Having them. Yeah.
No, thank you.
Because that's... I guess you'd go, well, how far into those things do you go? That's obviously like... That to me would spell like a human rights thing. If someone's fucking
yeah, I think so.
enforcing that sort of thing happen.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It is illegal.
Yeah.
But I think it's not
policed.
policed as much as it should be.
Okay. Well, then a lot of that sort of stuff is like underground.
Yeah.
There's no. It's quite difficult to track down. So, but then do you think like arranged marriage is that like against human rights thing? You don't know who you're marrying until you turn up on the day, or do you go in? Well, that's just tradition, and I put my faith in the parents to do something that's right.
At the risk of,
Or should I have not just brought that up?
probably not. At the risk of alienating our audience, but I kind of think our audience might be at least wary when they press play now.
Yeah, it's been enough episodes.
You're talking about a religion which has horrendous a horrendous history of abusing women.
Right.
And in like 35 countries still stones gay people.
Right. Okay.
You know, so there's got to be a point where you go
The
like,
Christian alt-right.
yeah.
Okay,
But like,
I've seen that on The Life of Brian.
There's got to be a point where you're like, well, hang on a second, lads. Like, we need to talk about this.
Yeah.
And it's nobody's saying that faith need like you've got to come here, you've got to swear on a Bible, and you've got to wear a St. George's cross for 2 years.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying that,
Mm-hmm.
but there must be like a middle ground that can be reached
Yeah.
with these things.
Yeah.
That got deep.
Yeah. No, good. Yeah, I think. Well, you've still got the law of the land,
Yeah.
and no matter which country you're in, you have to abide by the laws
Yeah.
of that thing, of that land.
Is that why we're still allowed to shoot Scots people on one day of the year?
Yes. Hey, fuck, Stuart Scottish.
Oh, fuck, he is as well. It doesn't sound it, though. Does it still count?
I shoot him in the kneecap.
Jimmy the Pill Scottish.
Is he?
Yeah.
Get him over.
The only thing we have to worry about that is I'm almost convinced he lives in Paisley.
Oh, fuck, he probably eats bullets for fucking fun. Shit. That's right. No, that would be a rather ironic little thing, kneecap and Stuart.
That tell you what, that'd be a podcast that gets some downloads.
It would be, wouldn't it? We could do anything, actually, because it's not been filmed. We would just get a sound effects library.
Could do. Wouldn't be the same, though, would it? I'm not that much of an actor.
No, that's true. We could have, I had to set it up like a BBC radio play studio, so we've got a little gravel pit. So it's like, oh, he's walking along gravel. He's going up the stairs. That'd be fucking brilliant. That's really expanding the whole podcast thing. You don't really get many of them, do you? Podcasts with sound effects.
Like, I suppose you do.
Well, like radio plays, but not like discussion podcasts like this.
No.
I mean, like cheesy little boing.
I fucking hate jingles in podcasts.
Jingles.
Yeah, oh, it's fucking awful.
Don't like it.
Yeah, there was one I listened to called Hysteria 51.
Okay.
You might guess it was a conspiracy podcast.
Really?
And they have loads of them, and I just ended up having to fucking sack it off. I couldn't hack it. That and the fact if I did like it, then it would probably make this more effort to like produce.
Get words out.
So it might be more one of those things. I've always found that whatever band I'm in, whatever style of music I'm playing, I tend to gravitate to that.
Right, okay.
Yeah, when I listen to it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm in a Irish folk band.
Yeah.
I like Irish folk now. Isn't it good? Everybody should like it.
Yeah. Oh, it seems I'm a folkie. You do quite well, actually, with the beard.
I would. Do you know
get
what
a bit
I'm
of
doing?
tweed on
I saw
you,
the other day.
yeah.
I'm like a haircut away from being Paul Draper.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Yeah, because, funnily, someone sent me a photo of Paul Draper recently, and I said, fuck me, Rob Miller's let himself go. Right, but yeah, you were rocking the Drapers, actually.
Paul Draper, for anyone that doesn't know, was in a band called Manson, which is probably the best British band you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Go and download Attack of the Grey Lantern immediately.
Yes. I'm glad that you finished that sentence, because when you were going, anyone who's never heard of Paul Draper, I was going to say, just fucking stop listening. I don't need your custom. Yeah, he's fucking amazing. Still trying to get him over next year.
Get him on the podcast.
Get him for, Jesus Christ.
Fucking ace. I'm dying for you to get somebody interested on here. Oh, shit. I'm just buried, all I guess.
Fuck yeah.
I meant, fuck it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, do you know what? The idea of getting Draper over was through one of the guests we're going to have soon, which I haven't asked if he wants to do it yet. Muscles.
Yeah,
because Pabs thinks they're going to do a bit of a reunion of the little party that they had in the garden a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
But Pabs wants to do it in the field at the back of his house because he's not annoyed his neighbour, and hardly enough as it is. It's like, what the fuck are you playing at?
A friend of ours has renovated a house.
Yeah.
And in the process of this renovation, appears to have made a mortal enemy in his only neighbour for about 6 miles.
Yeah. Fucking outstanding. They didn't mind it when he fixed all the damp and stopped the water pissing in through the two houses, but they had a bit of a problem when he wanted to extend the kitchen out the back of it.
Cunts. Absolute cunts. People are horrible. Like, given the opportunity to be horrible, I really do think most people
Oh, yeah.
are horrible.
Absolutely. I mean, people like, what's the best sort of comedy that everyone can have a laugh about? Slapstick, when some fucker falls over.
Yeah.
Falls over, shits themselves, or accidentally gets slapped. Still to this day, I'm
still fucking tender about the shit himself.
Yeah. I have quite a different sort of sense of humour to my parents, except on the subject of, you could be telling a story and you go, and then they shat themselves. My dad will be on the floor laughing, like every fucking time.
Yeah, you should tell him about my holiday story.
I should.
You'll love this, Dad. He doesn't shit himself once.
Yeah.
He shits himself 6 times consecutively over 6 years.
It's amazing. It's voodoo. That's what it is. Voodoo.
What if I'm like it?
Well, you just keep going. Yeah.
But it happens in cycles. So like in
Yeah.
another 10 years, I'll go through like a 6-year period of shitting
Yeah.
myself when I'm on holiday.
Yeah. You'll be in your late 40s and you're like, Porta Banús. Fucking hell. Little Arthur's going, oh, Dad shit himself.
Fuck off, you little prick. You did it enough.
I know, yeah. I was up to my elbows in your shit ones.
I made a brave fucking choice before. I saw this sort of brown
Rubbed your
thing
eye.
on the toilet. No, so
Okay.
it's not on the toilet. Sorry, no, that'd be weird.
No.
I saw this brown thing on the carpet, and I picked it up and
Oh,
went,
yeah, because the toilet's weird, not the carpet. Yeah.
I picked it up and went, ooh, chocolate, and ate it. And it
What?
was chocolate.
Fuck, Jesus
But I
Christ.
even thought to myself, I thought, fucking hell, around these parts, anything brown is treated as shit
I
until
know.
proven otherwise.
Could be old shit. I don't know. It's dried. Yeah, it's probably quite safe, that. Yeah.
It was fries mint chocolate bar. It was a bit of
Wow.
that. Yeah.
What are you doing with just a bit of that line, right?
My mum brought me one round for some fucking unknown reason. The only way I can think she got a hold of it is fucking time travel.
I know, yeah.
Well, I didn't realise this all along. My mum's been living good night, sweetheart.
Oh, wow. Could you imagine? That'd be brilliant. I mean, did she just stockpile it from Christmas or something?
I don't know.
I didn't
What,
see that.
Christmas 1984?
Yeah. Well, I reckon it could. Yeah, that stuff could stay.
Yeah.
Tins of beans and fries, mint chocolate. And the cream stuff.
If that's the case, that means there's still secrets out there.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about them.
Fucking
They were
shouldn't.
nice.
Never forget.
I won't start doing that. Oh, it's 9/11 coming up soon, isn't it? Never forget. And then just a little.
We're just going to have another cheery conversation.
I know, yeah. Oh, 9/11's coming up soon.
We'll have to do something special for it. We'll have to have like a conspiracy themed episode for 9/11.
Oh, yeah.
9/11's one of my favourites. That really
It's
fucking
the
kicked.
most wonderful
Full time of the year.
Fucking hell, yes. It's next Tuesday.
The fucking hell. What I thought was fucking weird. All right, how many people do you know that should have been in New York that day?
I don't know. I don't think any.
Oh no, right.
You know a couple?
I've spoke to so many people that have gone, I should have been in New York, that I'd have been there.
Is this? Oh, were they the same people that were at Spike Island?
Yeah.
Right, fair enough.
We're at the last Nirvana gig.
Yes, yeah.
You just think like, fucking hell, like not everybody can
was
be on
fucking-
those planes.
I know. They were fucking full, as it were. Bloody EasyJet overbooking seats. Christ almighty. You know, the next time someone says that to you, oh, I should have been on that flight. I just say, yeah, they were after you. You murdered all those innocent people.
I do hate that. I hate the fact that because I'm scared of flying. That's basically what's the and 9/11 did nothing for my fucking fear of flying. Absolutely
Right, okay.
nothing. I'm one of those people that I can do a flight and I can do a long haul flight.
Yeah.
But I get on. I don't like taking off, and then I just go in waves of terror while I'm on the
Okay.
flight because, like, especially like when we've gone long haul, when we've gone to America and stuff,
Yeah.
we've paid for like premium bit in the front, so it's nice and comfy.
Get a
The
bit of
seats
that
are big,
grim, so yeah,
there's-
yeah.
No, there's loads of telly and movies to watch, so I'll forget I'm in the air for a while.
Right, okay. Look out the window.
Then it'll remind me. I go, oh fucking hell, I'm all the way up here.
Yeah.
Even worse, going away with a child because now it's just not your own life you're worried about.
No, yeah.
Now,
I mean, the good thing is, if you all died in a plane crash, you wouldn't remember.
well,
too young.
see, I do find myself looking around the cabin, thinking, I'll get very religious at this point.
Okay.
One child, like you're about 6, you're about 6 months, you're about 7 months, you're 12, right? There's a load of kids on here. Surely they're not going to take this one down. God would stop this.
Have some mercy. Think of the children. Think of the children.
And then the other way I can convince myself, because that's right, that's us talking about some sort of like terrorist involvement now on the mechanical basis.
Okay, yeah.
I always think
Let's go back to
myself,
basics.
I've never been in a car or on a bus or on a train
Yeah.
that has broke down in transit.
No.
There's lots of times you'll park your car and then it won't start, something like
Yeah.
that. But there's very few things that'll take
Once
you
it's up.
clean off the road there. So I kind of hope that's the way planes work.
Well, planes as well. Like they kind of get like an MOT once a week. So
I'd like to think that they get it once a flight.
well, they're up to fucking scratch. They know what.
Are they?
Yeah.
Fucking the amount of
The
money.
big ones as well.
No, the amount of money that fucking airlines that are on.
Yeah.
You know, I'd imagine there's all fucking sorts of stuff that goes on. Like with people going,
What's up with that?
send her away.
Yeah. She could be good for one last flight.
Yeah, I bet there's loads of it.
Yeah.
Then you've got to rely on the fact of your pilot being sober enough to fly.
You don't really need that anymore, though, do you? There's a lot of autopilot. There's a lot of controls. It's
They land them
yeah, but it's just still
and
by
they
numbers.
take them off. That's the dangerous bit.
Fuck, it'd be all right.
But what I was getting to here was I hate the fact that 9/11 kind of made me travel racist.
Right. Okay.
Joe, and it's a horrible thought. And like,
Loads of people went like that. Well, if you're in an airport, you're going, looks a bit fucking headscarfy.
yeah. But and like the worst one is when you see like a white person like that because you go, oh, fucking hell, you're Johnny Come Lately, aren't you?
Right. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The Cat Stevens is sat there and you think, you're not fucking going to let me away from here.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a flight I was
Are
on.
you still like that now, though? 'Cause
Me?
That was a few years ago, yeah.
I'm better with the terrorism thing
Right.
because
Not with the mechanics.
I'm down with the planes. I'm not an energy weapon guy,
Okay.
but I do think there was extra stuff that went on that day that allowed that to happen.
Okay.
I don't think there was I think there was some sort of government involvement to do
no.
that.
Yeah. No. So
Like
I
a
meant.
false flag thing.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant. Do you usually still sit in airports and look around and go, "Fucking hell! I hope they're not getting on my."
Oh, a little bit. Well, don't forget, I found a fucking bomb on a fucking train, as if things wouldn't get better.
That is true. Yeah.
yeah. Fucking hell. That's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. And some weird fucking stuff has happened to me.
Yeah.
But when you pull a bag out from underneath your seat on a plane and you see what seems to be some sort of fucking glass container in there, and then there's a piece of paper on top of that talking about how to make fucking mercury triggered devices.
Yeah.
And then there's another piece of paper on it underneath talking about fucking martyrhood.
I wouldn't have read that far into
He was a
it, to be
shit martyr anyway because he fucked off. And he won't even get fucking 12 slags,
honest. No.
let alone a virgin.
No.
But have I told this story on the podcast?
I don't think you've told. You're not told on the podcast. I don't think.
So, but basically, yeah, I found this fucking thing on the train. Me and my mate. I went up to the driver's bit with the piece of paper with the mercury triggered device plans.
This
and
isn't
stuff.
mine, by
So,
the way.
Like, just sat down underneath the thing, and the guy looked at me and fucking shouted at me and turned around and said, "Why did you let the fucking train leave the station?" He said it was already fucking moving.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, you've got to go back and sit down, and we don't want to cause panic." I said, "I'm not fucking sitting there."
Yeah. I will sit here.
And I was amazed how fucking hostile he was.
Right,
Bearing
yeah.
in mind, we'd left London.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just left London, and it was a rush hour train. It was fucking busy.
Where are you
So
going to?
we were going back to Liverpool.
Oh, fucking hell, okay. Big trip. Then.
Well, this is the crazy thing about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they skipped every stop to Warrington.
Okay.
There was like people knew on that train that there was something fucking going down.
Yeah.
And there was a thing put across the town saying, "Oh, the problem with the lines, and you'll be redirected from Warrington to where you want to go," and all that sort of bollocks.
So they were going to stop at Warrington and then.
Well, you're talking about half the fucking country, London to Warrington. Warrington's the next stop away from fucking Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, it's a really small train station. Like it's tiny,
Yeah.
and I think that's what the thing was.
Right. Okay.
Now,
Warrington's got fucking previous when it comes to bombs as well. So.
yeah. So the guy turned around and said, "Well, you can't tell anyone. We don't want to cause panic."
Yeah.
I said, "Right." I said, "Well, I'm on here with 10 friends."
Yeah.
I said, because it was in the carriage, like where you've got the the driver, then the carriage that this is in, right next to the driver. And I've never had to think like this before, and it's so weird. And it's kind of made me think.
Which friends are you going to say
No,
first?
it made me think. Like, you know how you always sort of ask yourself, what person would you be in an emergency?
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought was, when I walked back into the cabin, I thought, well, we can't stay in here because if the train derails, we'll get dragged down the side of the train on the windows.
Yeah.
So I made everybody go and stand in the tiny little metal bit at the back,
Oh, okay,
which has
yeah.
only got the small windows.
Yeah.
My thought being, if the train jackknifes, then you've just got these little tiny windows, and you've got to hope you don't break your neck on something when you're getting tumbled around.
Yeah.
So we were on that. It was so fucking weird, so scary. And then the train arrived in Warrington.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was told to get off the train, and this is why I think there was something weird about it, is because we got off, we just walked away. You know, considering that we were the one that brought it to life.
Yeah.
We just walked away. The train didn't go anywhere. They just shut the doors on it, and we jumped in a fucking taxi and got back to Liverpool.
Yeah.
There was nothing on the news. I was waiting to see something on the news.
Yeah.
Now,
you wouldn't have that because if the bomb didn't go off, or there was no one caught.
But the British press love
yeah, that's why they don't.
a bomb defusal.
That's why they don't release it.
Yeah, but that was such a fuck up, clearly, that I think that's why nothing was ever mentioned about it.
Yeah, but there'll be loads of those that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Every,
But it was
not
so
week,
weird.
but yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, it was probably not a fucking bomb. But for all intents and purposes, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
you don't
weird.
know the difference, yeah.
But, yeah, that's the day I found a bomb.
That's what you get for going to fucking London.
You're right.
Shithole.
Shithole. Just going the wrong fucking way, Martin.
You're going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way.
Yeah. What have you been in London for?
Playing one out.
Playing.
Gigging in that.
Oh, well, that's what you get.
Trying to be fucking rock stars.
Yeah. No problem.
See how that worked out.
Well. well. Yeah, well, I
Speaking of well, that worked out for him just as well too.
What?
Well. So that was an in-joke.
Was it? Fuck, I didn't even get that.
You know, let you know.
Oh, like, yeah, well, yeah. Well, no, he's doing all right.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Did you see his fucking Led Zeppelin thing he did?
Yeah, it looked
that
fucking
was
ace.
amazing.
Yeah. So did the he did the David Bowie thing as well, didn't he? That was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
In speak.
I know, yeah. Fuck it, it's our podcast.
He'd be a good guest if he came over.
Yeah. We should just go over there.
We should just go over there.
Got to do the podcast. Yeah, we're not doing it in the house this week, so you get that. Can you imagine that?
Oh,
doing it in fucking
patrons.
Yeah.
Send us to LA so we can go and speak to our fucking session guitarist friend for the podcast. You'll enjoy it.
It'll be
we'll
well
enjoy
worth
it.
it.
He reckons he was in the Red Hot Chili Peppers for a hot minute.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I'll get him to tell the story about how the Scorpions threw him in a swimming pool once, but he can't swim. He basically just sat there drowning, and then the Scorpions realised he can't swim and got him back out again.
He's so close to being Barrymore.
I know, yeah. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that's a rock and roll party. I can't swim. Quick, someone dive in and help him. Someone dive him in and bum him to death.
One of our listeners sent me the Michael Barrymore but Deadpool poster the other day through Twitter.
Amazing.
Our listeners know me.
Yeah, they're also about 6 years behind.
They are about 6 years behind, but I didn't say that.
Yeah, it was nice of him. I'm guessing it was a him.
Yes, it was. There's more ladies listening to this podcast than I think this probably should do.
Probably should do.
I'm very confused. I like it. It's good.
Yeah. Fucking hell. You all right there, glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I'd quite like to go to LA to do a podcast.
I'd love to do something like that. To go away and start and go and speak to some interesting people.
Interesting people. No, these fucking Egypts we've been speaking to.
I know, yeah. Stuart was funny though.
Oh, she was great.
She was funny. I enjoyed that.
To be
one.
fair, they've all been good.
They've all been good days. I really enjoyed the one with Dave last week.
That was really interesting.
Yeah.
I did drop him a message on Monday and was like, "Thanks for being so interesting." And then he was at this thing I was at last night, and he went off. That he'd left. But I'm not Harris name dropping this. I met Mark Kermode's wife last night,
Yeah.
and so Dave had to go off and do something, and he left her with us.
Right.
Right, and as he left, he was like, "Don't go telling her any of those stories from last week." She's looking going, "What stories?" I'm like, "I don't know what he's fucking talking about." But I didn't let the cat out of the bag either for the thing that they're doing tomorrow night.
Oh, did you not? Should we do it now? Get the podcast up early.
Get it up.
It doesn't even mean anything. Doesn't even mean anything to listeners. It would just be us being cunts.
I know, yeah. I'll tell you, if you can get this podcast up tonight, I'll tweet Kermode and go, "Have a listen to this. There's a fucking surprise in it."
Yeah, fucking Easter egg. Yeah, I fucking properly bitched onto the old Arts Council tweets for our podcast.
Did you? Nice.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more guests on. We wrote quite a good list the other week.
We did. I've still got it as well.
Yeah,
I just need to get in touch with them.
yeah, we need to do something like that. But that was quite.
I'll drop Gianni along because I think he'd be a good next one after Stuart.
Yeah.
So we can talk about all this food stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He might have a thing on the vaccinations. Might have a view on that. 'Cause it's all health things, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see him fucking ripped like a bastard with his missus? And they dressed them up like Egyptian gods.
Speaking about our lady listeners,
Yeah.
Johnny's one for the lady listeners. isn't
Johnny's
he?
one for the ladies. Yeah. You ladies like muscly men.
Mm,
Yeah. We'll get him to fucking do a little pose.
jacked.
Come in your undies.
Fucking
He
jacked
is.
little
He
man.
fucking is a jacked little man. Yeah. Yeah, we can do, yeah, we'll get that. We could really sort of thingy for the ladies, do a Gianni Conrad double bill.
Mm-hmm.
He's a jack big man.
Just going to make ourselves look inferior here.
I know, yeah.
I'm a not jacked big man. That's the worst man to be.
Thick as pig shit though, aren't they? So
Right.
we'll have them on the intelligence. No, we won't. One of them's a fucking detective. There's no fucking way. Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a few more people in and chatting away shite to them.
Mm.
Finding out about all these little weird things that people do over
I'm quite
here.
looking forward to getting back to a normal podcast structure as well, because it's always been a bit in the air, especially for our patron
It's a bit
stuff
here,
lately.
yeah.
But that should be all fucking back to normal from now on.
Now the summer's pissing off.
And the fact that I'm not going to let a fucking, not the director's cut,
Crash.
spaff up again.
Spaff up.
I'm so angry.
Fucking technology.
So angry.
We should just live stream that one.
We should just live stream it. Well, we're talking about making it a live show.
Yeah.
That would be a good one for the live show.
That was louder than I thought it was going to be. Fucking hell. I just spaffed up my my fever tree.
Is that us for this week?
Yeah, I think so.
Have we?
Yeah.
I think we've come to the natural.
Yeah, we might
Natural
just be spouting
conclusion.
Shite after.
Well,
Even more shite.
I mean, yeah.
yeah. So we're going to do Patreon,
Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange. So
Yeah.
that'll be up before Monday. Monday will it be up?
Be up on Sunday.
Be up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So we'll do that one, which I'm very looking forward to. I do like that film.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
I've got a big.
I was a
fuck
bit
off.
late to the party with Clockwork Orange,
Right. Okay.
and because I was a bit late to the party with 2001 as well. But I
Right.
saw 2001 before Clockwork Orange,
Mhm.
and that I've always loved The Shining.
Okay. Yep.
But it was one of those ones where I hadn't Kubrick. I knew the name, but I wasn't
Okay, yeah,
sure of
Yeah.
him or work or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched 2001 and thought, this fucking Kubrick guy might be onto something.
He might be. Yeah. This might be all right.
And then that was it. Then I think Kubrick's films are fucking amazing.
Little fact for you.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who did the soundtrack to Clockwork Orange is called Walter Carlos.
Yeah.
Now, the soundtrack to Tron
Yeah.
was done by Wendy Carlos.
Oh.
Same person.
Would you like to know another little cool fact?
Yeah.
Stephen Hawkins
Yeah.
had an IQ of 190 something. I
Okay.
believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley Kubrick had the IQ of 200.
He was a fucking genius.
Yeah. So if ever you think the idea of Stanley Kubrick putting all these fucking hidden things
Yeah.
in films and go, that's ridiculous. It would take far too much fucking thought.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He did it.
Because he's a fucking genius. Again, if you want to listen to any extra content from us, go to the Patreon. There's actually loads there now. I mean, Christ Almighty.
Christ Almighty.
Christ Almighty, yes, sir. The guy that we're speaking to today was still only he was like 4 podcasts behind. So he must be behind on that as well. But yeah, there's loads of extra content there. $5 a month gets you all of the content. A little bit more gets you a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Who wouldn't want a t-shirt?
cup. A little tiny bit more gets you a cup. Cups are fucking sick.
Yeah.
I've never said that word in that context before.
Fucking sick.
I don't think it fits me.
I don't think it does. I think it's too old for that
I'm
shit.
far too old for it.
That's fat, that, man.
Well, luckily,
That's really old.
you cunt.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. You fat shamer.
Yeah, apart from that, go follow us on Twitter. Go follow the Musty Audio Twitter, and I promise I'll start using it. I'm so fucking rubbish at using it, but I use my own one really for lots of podcast stuff, but I will start using the Musty Audio one too. Follow me at Total Shunt.
And me at Base Martin.
If you're not already listening to it, go and look for Start Continue, which is my Start/Continue, which is my video game podcast with Glenn Watson. We've also got a video on YouTube where we broke down the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay trailer. There's a 48-minute video on YouTube of us talking about that. I think that's also available as a podcast, but if I'm not going to lie, it really should be a video, so watch the video.
Watch the video.
Apart from that, enjoy yourselves, as long as other people are enjoying it too.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's that time of the week again, people. It's that time of the week where I thank the people for keeping the lights on in Must-See Audio Towers. Thank you, Wayne Hines, Steve Carroll, Mike Hughes, Kieran Thompson, Jordan Holmes, John Daly, GWBM, Jeff Sharp, Gemma Reed, Dave Stevenson, Dan Holmes, Balaclava Bob, Andrew Hicks, Aaron Bradley. Thank you all for helping the show out. I'm sorry there was no not the director's cut last week. It really was a complete clusterfuck where essentially, I can't even remember whether I've said this or not on one of the podcasts. What happened was it was very late when we finished doing it. Like it was like 3:00 in the morning. Obviously, like me and Martin hadn't drank or anything, so we didn't even have all that boozy sugar to help us through. And we ended up like doing it. Like, oh, great, we can all go home. We can go to bed now. Well, I'm already home because that's where the studio is. But I was thinking to myself, like, it's great, it's all done. Went to bed. I didn't realize what I'd done was leave the computer still recording. So when I came back to the computer to see like what was going on, there was like a 19-hour audio file on it. I was like, oh shit! I don't know whether it's a RAM thing. I don't know whether it was a processor thing. But I went to quit out and save, and there was the little like we're working on something thing, and it said it saved, but when I went open the file back up, it was a 15-second audio clip of nothing. I was like, oh fucking hell. So I tried my time machine, all that sort of bollocks, but obviously because I'd saved it and it had saved as this 15-second thing, that's what the computer saw as the file. So that's why there was no not the director's cut for what was it? What were we doing? The one where she gets possessed. The Exorcist. There you go. Much worse film than I remember it being. Much more boring. I remembered it being quite interesting. I was a bit. I thought it would be a much better director's cut than it was. But anyway, she's in the ether now. We did Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange was ace fun. I love watching Clockwork Orange anyway. We're going to do another Kubrick film next week. So instead of doing it as like the Video Nasty thing we were doing, we're going to do The Shining instead and keep it as like a Kubrick thing. Shining is one of my best films. Yes, I remember directing it and writing it and starring in it. No, Shining is one of my favorite films. I think Jack Nicholson in The Shining is like almost perfect casting and acting. Apart from that, thanks very much. I've already told you at the beginning of the show about everything else, but again, if you want any of the extra content, go to Patreon. Again, if any of your patrons were upset that there wasn't something when you're paying for it, I completely understand. I'm very sorry about it. All the best, and we'll be back next week with Stuart McFall. So keep it 100. Bye.